Hey, it's Mark from Stock Pursuit. I want to look at a few charts tonight and show you what I'm looking at. I noticed a big sell-off today in the cloud stocks. So it looks like the tech sector is under pressure here pretty much big time because the cloud stocks have been a winner, for a while now, and they have been pulling back, but it seems like now the pullback is actually, being technically confirmed here. So I'm gonna look at some tech charts and we'll try to see some things that are strong today. And I'll just go over what I've been looking at here in the past 10 minutes or so since I got at my desk. So the cloud stocks, my watch list was pretty much hammered today, and one of the best ones, I think a lot of that had to do with the NTNX, which is had some of the best growth, more or less consistent growth for one of these cloud companies, and their stock was down huge today. Looks like 22% it was down at one point. So I think they missed their sales on Nutanix. Yeah, the stock was up 150% in the past 52 weeks. So it looks like it just disappointed on the on something. I haven't looked at it yet, but that seemed to be the big drag on the market here is this NTNX. It says its sales were up 17% year over year. But it looks like I clicked on the Motley Fool one, so I guess that was a bad one to click on. So let's just see what happened to that one today, because that's a big deal if these tech stocks are selling off. So we got, it says mixed earnings report. Yeah, Zacks is pretty good. So I'm not sure what triggered the sell-off. It might have been their guidance. I mean, it's not seeing anything really bad here. I mean, there's nothing bad, obviously, but it just looks like it didn't hit the expectations. Because the expectations, when the stocks go up and up, for a long period of time, the expectations are pretty high, obviously. So it looks like the gist of it we can get from this is that, obviously people weren't happy with it. So that's kind of a drag on cloud. And I track one of the ETFs I just track is the CLDL, which is the 2 times leveraged daily cloud computing ETF. And it's been in a downtrend actually for a while, but it wasn't really any pronounced selling. It's just been in this straight down channel for months now, when tech lost some momentum, overall in the sector. But it looks like it's accelerated here a little bit, and these big days, these big red days are not really good technically. So let's look at some other levels here. Even though it's a levered ETF, you can kind of get an idea what the cloud stocks are doing. They're obviously just in a down channel, and they got some support they're coming up on. And I was looking at some other big providers, like the biggest cloud providers, are like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, and they were nothing really crazy with those stocks, obviously, because they're not just cloud stocks, obviously, but you can see my watch list here is just pretty much hammered today on these cloud stocks. VRT was another good one. VRT actually held in a little bit today. The VRT is a good one. It still has an uptrend, but a lot of stuff's losing its momentum. Like, I was looking at Microsoft is still in this channel level area that it's been in for a while. It's holding levels from February and March, but it's threatening those too with such a red day today. It looks like tech was really least on my watch list here, tech was sort of the worst hit. And the Russell 2000 was up about 1%. So it's kind of rare that happens. Really, they don't really see you don't really see the indices, the major indices diverge so much. Just the way they're the way the market microstructure works. They're usually act in tandem. Just by the way the um the quants run things with the contracts, because it's like the futures contracts are what determine it the most, from my knowledge. So you never really see. That's why you hardly ever see a day where the S&P 500 is up 2% and the Nasdaq's down 2%. That's just not. It's not in the cards by the way the products are structured, and just the way it goes. So it's kind of a weird thing, when there's standout moves. But let's see what looks like. SPY was down pretty much too. And the SPY's not as bad, obviously, but yeah, I was looking at the meta chart too. I've been looking at this meta chart for a while, watching these levels here, and you can see the momentum died out in April, and then we just kind of had a down channel, and it was in a pretty clear down channel there, and then it just kind of hit back up off of that down channel again, and it actually got above it on that day. We broke the down momentum, but that level, this horizontal line here, this line, I'll just make it blue so see it. It's that blue line is the sort of a more important level to me, because it's just a major support level, and it failed to hold coming off of that down channel break. That's the down channel there, and it rejected that about 481 level, 480. So this chart now looks like it really could test these lows from the year on the year if we break below this these levels here, which is like 461.50. So if we break below that, I think we're gonna go lower, and maybe even hit the 380s, because 380 was the next kind of big level from 21 for this stock, 21, like in 2021. So yeah, I think it looks a bit like a rounding top too. It's just kind of it's just lost momentum, in other words. So that's the tech that I want to look at. And Nvidia did a bearish engulfing candle today, so it very well could pull back too, because the technicals are there. It just rejected pretty much all last 2 days run. So yeah, not looking good for tech. But one thing is this I saw is the Dominion Energy, which is the Virginia power company, and Virginia has the most data centers in the country and maybe the world, I think, too. And the stock's been on a tear for like a while now, and it was actually really green today and still has momentum. So the XLU was pretty strong too. So there could be a bull flag. This may not be a real sell-off. These could be bull flags in these utility stocks. And also, I saw the shippers. I was looking at shippers, and those have been relatively strong too versus other stuff. And this ship has been a leader in the sector or the industry, and this looks like a bull flag to me based on the volume. It's pretty low versus the spike days, and it looks like a bull flag is setting up here again. So this is a good one to watch for a break. If it breaks over like 1245, 1243. That's a good. It's a good signal that it's going to be it's a bull flag. So yeah, tech was weak, and a lot of these. It was an interesting day because a lot of the stuff that's really been selling off is have little pops today. Like my Peloton popped, so I had to take that off because it's on a support level. So I took that position off. Those puts, I was still up a good bit, maybe not as much as it was when I was looking at it the other day, but it was still a pretty good trade. Yeah, pretty good. It's probably like 20 to 50% or something gain. And even the Wayfair bounced a little bit today. That's like so weak. Yeah, the UNG. I put on some UNG puts. I put on some puts on this one because the natural gas, for years now, it's hasn't really been able to get price footing because there's so much supply in the United States. They can just, um, put out more supply at any time, and the price has just been inconsistent. Like all the spikes always sell off. So I think that's just gonna happen again. The spike is gonna sell off. I mean, technically, it does look like a top there. Just a huge red candle, and it's pretty tough to be bullish on natural gas. So it's even the summer too. Usually, like I was looking at the chart on natural gas, and it actually does actually start to move in around the fall, late summer. If it's going to go up when it has runs, it starts in the early fall. So that's not where we are now. So it seems even more likely it's going to pull back some more. So I went through some scans. I went through a lot of stuff, but I didn't go through supernovas. But a lot of these supernovas, like I was saying, they're just kind of falling apart now. Like Tupperware, I think still a good short. Or with long puts, like I don't hold shorts overnight, but the shorts are in control here. It's down every day, so that's what you want to see when your long puts are shorting. But nothing else really caught my eye. Just looking at my scans here. Yeah, the FNMAS, the Fannie Mae, or that one's up again. The Federal National Mortgage Association. And I just saw this Clove is up. That's a runner. I'm just going through my scans real quick here. Yeah, Clove was up today. So this one has a passive run. It can run. And I think it was a meme stock too, like years ago. So this one's worth watching. It just broke out off this pretty cool little it's actually, yeah, it's a triangle right there. Did a nice little nice ascending triangle that I like. This might even have options, but this one's I don't know why. I think this one's a marijuana. I could be wrong, but let me check with because I know it ran as like a meme like 5 years ago or something like that. Let's see. No, it's actually a Medicare Advantage plan. It's actually a healthcare company. Yeah, I guess that's why. But it was a meme, and it kind of, I think it ran a lot of time when all those memes ran. Yeah, Clove. I'm just looking at some information on it, but yeah, I'd say watch that one because it's got pretty good technicals here. Just the fact that it's breaking out and it can run. It has a history of that. So yeah, I guess it was back in 2020. Yeah, it was pretty big in 2020. So that's one to watch too. But I didn't really I didn't really go through the scans in depth yet, so that's kind of what I was looking at. And I just wanted to talk about some of the stocks and look at the cloud stocks. Yeah, I think I wanted to show some of the technicals here I was looking at on some of these cloud stocks because they're definitely switched to bearish. Like the Samsara is down below some major levels. It's down below these levels there, which were pretty key for all year. And what else was I looking at? I think I was looking at, yeah, well, the NTNX, yeah, it's pretty wrecked now. It's like, I mean, technically it took out that low, so the trend is gone. The it's definitely it's a breakdown chart now. It's not bullish at all. The fact that it took out that higher low there. Well, actually, it was a bear trap because it took out. Looks like it took out another low there, but anyway, yeah, that one. And this is this one's a security stock, internet security, and it's below a major level. It goes back years, so this one's not looking good either. That could be a short setup because it's just took out a big level, and that's a big level. My hunch was, because I saw this coming, but I just didn't really pay a lot of attention to it because I saw some weakness in cloud. I mean, obviously there's been some weakness in some tech, but my hunch was maybe some of these smaller companies, they're losing business to like the larger companies with scale like Amazon and Microsoft, because the competition for cloud is definitely there now. You know, it's very competitive now. And I don't know, like I don't work in IT, and I don't really have a ton of technical knowledge on data centers and things, but I imagine, you know, the larger companies can probably get a better price on their end. So I think Meta is interesting too, because Meta is still weak too. That was one of the stronger ones for a while, you know. So it's not looking good for these tech stocks technically. I mean, there could be rebounds, but right now it's not looking. Looking pretty bearish. But obviously there's some strong spots in the market, and I just like to find those too, so I can always have longs and puts, or yeah, longs and puts on. So that's it. I'll call it a wrap, and I'll catch you later.